Dear students, we will continue our lecture number 10. So last time we have seen how the animal developed on earth. Now in our syllabus we will turn to the unit number 2, introduction of theories of organic evolution. In that we have to see the major events in the introduction to theories of organic evolution: Lamarckism, Darwinism, Neo-Darwinism. So evolution simply means change. It is a process of opening out or rolling out or unfolding. The term evolution was first used by Herbert Spencer, and it refers to the development of more complex forms of life, that is, plants and animals, from simpler and earlier forms. So, according to Darwin, evolution is descent with modifications. J. M. Savage in 1969 defined evolution as the development of an entity in the course of time through a gradual sequence of changes from a simple to a more complex state. Evolution is the transforming of one kind of life onto another kind. Evolution means that life progressed from one cell organism to its highest state, the human being, by means of a series of biological changes taking place over millions of years. The main principles of organic evolution can be summarized as follows. आता इव्होल्युशन म्हणजे चेंज, इव्होल्युशन म्हणजे बदल, इव्होल्युशन म्हणजे पृथ्वीवर एक पेशी प्राण्यांपासून तर अनेक पेशी प्राण्यांपर्यंत म्हणजे ह्युमन बिंगपर्यंत डेव्हलपमेंट असं ते एक शॉर्टेस्ट सिम्पलेस्ट मिनिंग काढलेलं आहे. परंतु ते इव्होल्युशन कसं झालं, त्याचे तत्व काय काय आहेत, त्याचे प्रिन्सिपल्स काय काय आहेत, तर ते 4 प्रिन्सिपल्स दिले आहेत. नंबर 1, ऑल द प्रेझेंट डे प्लांट्स अँड ॲनिमल्स आर डिसेंडेड came from a single ancestor. All presupposes the development of more complex forms of life from simpler and earlier forms. H. Spencer. It is the gradual sequence of changes from a simple to a more complex state. James Savage, 1969. It is the descent with modification. Darwin. The same thing. म्हणजे पहिल्यांदा असं म्हटलं आहे की बाबा सगळे प्राणी आणि वनस्पती हे एकाच पूर्वजापासून जन्माला आले आहेत. स्पेन्सरचं म्हणणं असं आहे की हे प्री सपोज आहे की डेव्हलपमेंट मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स फॉर्म ऑफ लाईफ जी आहे ती सिंगल सेलच्या लाईफपासून डेव्हलप झाली आहे. सॅव्हेज असं म्हणतो की हे जे काही बदल झालेले आहेत हे टप्प्याटप्प्याने होत गेलेले बदल आहेत सजीवांमध्ये. आणि डार्विन असं म्हणतो की हे आपल्या पूर्वजांपासून या पिढीमध्ये, या पिढीपासून पुढच्या पिढीमध्ये अशा पद्धतीने हे मॉडिफिकेशन बदल होत, प्रत्येक पिढीमध्ये बदल होत गेले आहेत पूर्वजांच्या. असे 4 सिद्धांत किंवा 4 असं म्हणूया आपण प्रिन्सिपल्स मांडले आहेत 4 सायंटिस्टनी. इव्होल्युशन इज अ व्हेरी स्लो प्रोसेस. का त्याला लाखो वर्ष लागतात, हजारो वर्ष लागतात, असं 2-4 वर्षात इव्होल्युशन होत नाही. Evolution is a very slow process. J.B.S. Halden stated that evolution is unimaginably or unimaginably and incredibly a slow process. The manifestation of a very small change requires thousands of years. Hence, a man during his short period of life cannot see or feel the evolutionary changes. मग पहिलं त्याचे एक 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 प्रूव्ज मांडलेले आहेत काही शास्त्रज्ञांनी, पुरावे लॅमार्किझम. लॅमार्क या शास्त्रज्ञाने असं म्हटलं आहे की लॅमार्किझम इज अन एव्हरग्रीन सुपरस्टिशन. लॅमार्किझम ही सुपरस्टिशन म्हणजे एक दैवी मान्यता आहे. आपण जसं काही गोष्टी देवासाठी मानतो आपण की बा हा देवाचा कोप आहे, ह्या देवाने निर्माण केला आहे. सो दिस सुपरस्टिशन, याला म्हणतो आपण सुपरस्टिशन. हे CD डार्लिंग्टन लॅमार्क याने म्हटलं आहे. सो लॅमार्क वॉज अ फ्रेंच सायंटिस्ट. ही वॉज फर्स्ट बायोलॉजिस्ट टू प्रपोज अ डिफाईन theory or definite theory explaining the evolution of living organisms. He was born in 1744. As his father wished him to enter priesthood, he had sent to study Christianity. As soon as his father died, he discontinued his course. Then he joined the French army. One of his comrades caused injury to the glands of his neck by lifting him by the head. This made him unfit for military life, and he left the military services. And he left the military services. Then he studied medicines in Paris. He could not complete medical career. At the age of 50, he became professor in invertebrate zoology. Lamarck had a struggling life throughout. He had to fight against poverty. In his last days, he became blind for 10 years and he died in a miserable condition in 1829. Osborne stated Osborne stated that Lamarck was the most prominent figure between Aristotle and Darwin because the scientists put forth some hypotheses and some principles they have studied regarding the life were mostly correlating with the uh, work of Lamarck, and therefore this figure is prominent figure between Aristotle and Darwin. So contribution of Lamarck, what the Lamarck has studied. Lamarck was first man to propose a theory for evolution called Lamarckism or inheritance of acquired characters. He coined the term biology. Lamarck ने biology हा शब्द निर्माण केला. He believed that plant and animal series were continuous with each other as a remote point. Lamarck was a taxonomist. Lamarck's work on classification is probably his best. He separated spiders and crustaceans from insects. He classified the animals into vertebrates and invertebrates. आता स्पायडर्स आणि क्रस्टाशियन्सना वेगळं करण्यामागे उद्देश असा आहे की स्पायडर्स हे 8 पायाचे आहेत आणि क्रस्टाशियन्स हे 9 ते 10 किंवा जास्त प्रकारच्या पायांचे आहेत आणि इन्सेक्ट्सपासून यांना दोघांना वेगळं याच्यासाठी केलेलं आहे की इन्सेक्ट्स हे फक्त 3 पायांचे जोड्या म्हणजे 6 पायांचे असतात किंवा त्यांना हेक्झॅपोड्स म्हणतो आपण. फक्त 6 पाय असतात इन्सेक्ट्सना. इन्सेक्टा हा जो क्लास आहे तो फक्त 6 पाय असलेल्या प्राण्यांचा आहे किंवा त्याला हेक्झॅपोडसुद्धा म्हणतात. तर हे यांना 6 पाय नाही आहेत बघा. म्हणजे त्या काळामध्ये त्यावेळेस इतकी बुद्धी 18व्या शतकामध्ये 19व्या शतकामध्ये. म्हणून लॅमार्कचे सिद्धांत काही खूप चांगले जे ॲरिस्टॉटल आणि डार्विनच्या सिद्धांतांच्या एक भाग असू शकतात. नेक्स्ट, लॅमार्क पब्लिश्ड मेनी बुक्स. द बुक फिलॉसॉफिक जिओलॉजिक published in 1809 gives the evolutionary ideas of Lamarck. Lamarckism. Lamarckism is the theory of organic evolution. It was proposed by Lamarck. It is also called inheritance of acquired characters. दर ॲनिमलच्या पिढींमध्ये काही ना काही कॅरेक्टर त्यांनी ॲक्वायर केलेले आहेत. आता मागच्या पिढी समजा आता यांनी जिराफचे उदाहरण दिलेलं आहे. इव्होल्युशन ऑफ जिराफ अकॉर्डिंग टू लॅमार्क. लॅमार्कच्या म्हणण्याप्रमाणे जिराफचे इव्होल्युशन असं झालं आहे की आधी शेळ्या मेंढ्यांसारखे ॲनिमल होते. Giraffe animals were small as like the other herbivores like sheep, then other like animals, herbivorous animals. But the ancestral giraffe was quite small and short neck. So as per the need of the animals food, if the trees are quite high, then they try to uplift their forelegs and extend their necks up to the plants for eating the food. In next generation the same thing they have carried out. In next generation the same thing they have carried out. And in this way generation to generation the neck was going to long or extend or elongate, and right now it is quite long, then they can feed up, because in the course of all evolution you will find that the neck is elongated. Why? Because in the terrestrial life every season the leaves were not available with the plants with the specific size, and as per the next season or generations the trees were also evolved, and therefore the neck was elongated. So this was the Lamarck, this was put forth by Lamarck and therefore called as Lamarckism. So Lamarckism has the following salient features. Simple living organisms are formed from complex living organisms. The environment does not remain constant, it changes. And the change in the environmental influences the plants and animals. So this was the change of the environment, and therefore the animals evolved from one position to another. The changes in the environment provide new needs for the organisms. In response to the new needs, organisms develop new structures, and variations in organisms arises through the effects of use and disuse. If you are not using the organs of your body, they are not developing. If you are using it, then they develop. Therefore, use and disuse of organism, or the environment or variation changes the effects of use and disuse. The continuous use makes a structure greatly developed, and disuse makes the structure atrophied. काही फरक होणार नाही त्यामध्ये, तसे तसे राहतील ते. The new structures developed by organisms in response to the environment are called acquired characters. These acquired characters are transmitted generation after generation, and by this way, a new species is produced. So, principles of Lamarckism. Lamarckism consists of four principles. One, internal urge of organism. Second, environment and new needs. Third, use and disuse theory. Fourth, inheritance of acquired characters. First, internal urge. If animals and plants have an ability to grow and increase in size to attain the maximum size, not only the body but also each and every part of the organism increases in volume. So, according to Lamarck, this increase in size is due to an internal urge, an inherent ability of the animal itself. It is due to desire, some sort of an animal, an internal urge of the animal, that the size increases. Second, environment and new needs. According to Lamarck, environment plays an important role in evolution. Animals cooperate with the environment for their survival. The development shows adaptive characters to life for life comfortable in the environment. Whenever there is change in the environment, the animals also respond to the changes. The changes in the environment bring about new structures of characters. Thus, Lamarck strongly believed that changes in the environment bring about the development of new characters. This one is the final finding of the Lamarck. Lamarck quoted many examples of the influence of environment on animals. He observed differences in the same species of plants grown in different environmental conditions. When plants are growing on fertile soils, they are healthy and luxuriant. The same plants growing on unfertile soil are weak and thin. Here, the nature of soil and other environmental factors bring about changes in the plants. Organ develops well. At the same time, when an organ is not used for a long time, it gets reduced, and in due course it degenerates and disappears completely from the organism. This phenomenon is called use and disuse theory. Lamarck quoted many examples in support of his use and disuse theory. The long neck and long forelimbs of giraffes are the results of continuous use. He assured that the ancestral giraffes were provided with short neck and the fore and hind limbs with uniform length. So they were grazing animals feeding on grass. At that time there was scarcity of grass. Hence the ancestral giraffes were forced to feed foliage of trees, and this resulted in a slight increase in the length of the neck. And the process of stretching the neck continued generation after generation, and right now becomes the fully grown neck of the giraffe. So this one is the development to get the in this way to get the foliage. The neck was elongated at every generation, and still the taller trees it is not reaching for food, and this resulted in longer neck, leading to the origin of the modern giraffe. So this one is the change happened or carried out what the changes occurred in the feet of these organisms, that we will see in the next